Hey, what's going on, everybody? Here with my co host Dave from Mindset Monday, and we're going to go over deposits and credits of karma and doing the right thing and why it fucking matters. All right. So, Dave, why don't you kick off?
Thank you, brother. Appreciate it, man. Welcome, everybody. Happy first day of school for the state of Pennsylvania. Yay, right? Let's talk about importance, right? When your deposits and credits. And I'll give you a great example of this. I have a very good friend. He used to talk about this all the time in a different manner with the shopping cart method, right? What's the shopping cart method? Where you go into a parking lot and you just see a random shopping cart anywhere, right? It's one of those things that it's a pet peeve of mine. I lose my mind every time I see one. But what do you want to talk about putting a deposit into your deposit bank, right? In the good karma. Grab that thing, put it in the cart return. Okay. Many times the gym's another great one. And yeah, it's like every Monday when I go into my gym, I love my gym. It's a hardcore gym. It's open 24/7. But it baffles my mind that, if you're trying to get better or better yourself or create discipline into your physical, into your mental, right? Why are you not putting those attention to the small little details, like racking your weights or cleaning up your bench or not leaving paper towels on the floor, right? Like those little actions, those little things of just picking it up, putting it back, right? Those are deposits. Those are into the small attention to details. Then when you put those deposits in, you're putting out that good karma in the world, right? And I believe it will pay you back. It's the law of reciprocity. You do these little things, you do the right thing, right? Because it is the right thing. You're going to get those back tenfold, right? What happens when you start not doing those things? What kind of energy are you putting out in the world? What other people are you attracting to you? I think that's a big thing too, is what are you attracting in that environment?
Yeah.
Are you attracting the right things or are you attracting the wrong things with those actions?
Yeah, dude, absolutely. I'll give you one that I do all the time at my office, right? If something's off in my office, like a piece of garbage or something's not handled, I handle it. I don't ask other people to do it. I handle it. And then when people see me handling it, they're like, oh, well, if he's doing it, I should do it. Now in that same breath, if they see me walk by something that's doesn't look right, or there's garbage on the floor, something isn't right, and I just ignore it, that's giving a message to everybody else that it's okay to ignore it. It's okay to leave it and operate that way. And it's just holding everybody around you to a higher standard. Now, it's easier to do it at home with your family. It's easier to do it at the office, right? But where it gets difficult, and I think where it really matters, is when no one's watching, right? One of the things that I do in my neighborhood, and I've seen other people do it in my neighborhood, is if I'm walking my dogs or I'm going on a run or I'm on my bike and I see garbage, because listen, there's kids leave shit. It happens. I pick it up, I throw it out. I see other neighbors do that as well. Like as they're walking their dogs, if they see some garbage, they pick it up and they throw it out. And that makes me want to go do it too. So what you're doing is you're actually inspiring other people to take care of the community that you live in. And that helps everybody. That's a rising tide raises all ships. Okay. And that's an example that you want to set. You want your kids to see that. You want your wife to see that. You want your neighbors to see that. You want your team to see that. Right. And then they start doing those actions as well. And what does that say? It sends a bigger and louder message. Okay. Because now more people are doing that. More people looking after the community. More people looking after the office. More people looking after the gym, the parking lot, whatever it is. Okay. But you're sending that message out there that, hey, this is not okay. We all live here. Let's all chip in to help. And that does matter. It matters in every area of your life and everything that you do. And a lot of people seem to just ignore it. And those people that seem to just ignore it, I don't think they live the same type of lives that I live. I'm pretty sure, right? So it's just raising the standard around you, not just around you, but around everybody else too. And when people see that you have enough of those good credits deposited, that good karma deposited, right? It also makes people want to be around you because it tells them who you are and what you stand for and what you're about. All right. And those things matter. So many people just think it doesn't matter anymore. It matters, guys. Do the right thing.
Yeah,
You know who's watching. You never know what impact it can make. You never know who you can inspire, right? And it's just doing those little things. And it's doing them. And when you build up the habit of doing them, it doesn't even seem like you're doing anything extra. It's just what you normally do, right? It's training yourself to always be putting as many good karma deposits as you can on that side of the board. And then honestly, I sleep a little bit better at night knowing I do that, and it does come back. I can't quantify how it comes back to you. I can't sit here and say that, hey, it made the world a better place. I mean, it did that one little thing, and I do know I've seen other people do it, right? So it does matter in that sense. And that's something that everyone should just strive for. It doesn't cost you anything, right? Dave, what else you got on this subject?
Yeah, to get in a little spiritual sense, right? Luke 6:35-36, but love your enemies, do good and lend, expecting nothing in return, right? So you always give without expectation, and that will always pay you back tenfold. You're also creating a leadership sense. You're looked to as a force, right? Or as somebody to lean on, or as that quote unquote that guy. One of the things I have a couple teenagers, as for neighbors, and they see things. I've had their mothers say this to me before. They see things that I do just around the neighborhood and that they've picked up on and that they implement now at their own house, with mowing their lawn. When it snows here, how they handle shoveling instead of just walking one little narrow path. They take pride and they do everything that as a step, right? If it's a piece of concrete, if it's the whole piece, they're shoveling the whole piece, right? They're taking pride in that. This is crazy, but like if there's weeds coming out of a curb or on the side of the street, I'll spray them and pull them, right? When everybody else's is grown out, well, it's not the grass, it's the street. That's the city's problem, right? They got to handle that. Well, dude, you live there. Like, I got to walk out and see that every day. I don't want to see that. It's an eyesore to me, right? So now what happens? Hey, man, could you help me? Or what are you doing here? Or could you do this for me? I'll trade something in return. Or how can we make this portion of our block look great? So that gets infectious to everywhere else on the street. But then it'd be like, hey, man, if I do that, like, that's not me. I'm not a leader. Well, that's the thing. I always say, well, are you a parent? You have kids, like, you're leading them. You're leading in some manner. Somebody's watching you. If you have eyes on you, you're a leader in some manner. Okay. It's not like a special title that you need in order to do these things either. And I think people get their mind wrapped up in that. Oh, I'm going to chill. I'm going to fall back in the cut a little bit. And that's not my thing. Well, people are always watching, man, so those things to me are important. That made me feel good, right? Like, hey, these boys are watching, man. They're going to turn into men one day, and then hopefully they're going to reciprocate that on somebody else watching them too.
100%. 100%, guys. So yeah, deposit as much on that good side as you can, guys. Hope this helped you. I hope you guys crush the week. And we'll catch you on Financial Fitness Friday. Be good.
Be great, y'all.